Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for October 2022. We're going to jump right in here, Scorpio, and we are going to see what is going on for you in your current just general energies. That's actually not the card I wanted to pull, but we're just gonna roll with it, right? Also, this whole deck is upside down as usual. Next, we're gonna look at the anything unexpected that could be coming in for you here in this row, right here. And then in your next row, we're going to look at the good stuff that could be coming in for you. Two really amazing cards. They both represent like opportunity and success coming in for you in abundance. So that's really good. And again, it doesn't matter what shows up here. It doesn't matter that the Nine of Swords is a challenging card. We're going to be looking again at the good stuff. We're also going to pull 5 main themes for you for the month in the last row here. And on top of that, we're going to pull 3 yes, no, maybe questions at the end. So, Scorpio, you have this Merry Motive card. I feel like you're feeling pretty good this month. For some of you, I feel like you have your eye on a person. I also think Cancer. I think I said it to Cancer, and you have Cancer showing up here. So you might have your eye on a Cancer. Could just be a fellow water sign in general, but I feel like you find someone attractive. They find you attractive. I feel like I said this to you recently as well. You have the Queen of Wands. Maybe you're finally opening up to this person. Kind of funny you end with the 7 of Wands, 9 of Swords, but showing up in the good stuff. Maybe you're finally opening up to this person here. But I feel like you have good intentions. I feel like they have good intentions. I like this all around. Again, as I said, go back to my 2022 love readings that I did, which I never do love readings, right? in those readings, I pretty much said to almost every single sign that I really felt the end of the year, which we're almost in the end of the year basically, was going to be much, much better for love. Even though we have Mars retrograde, Jupiter retrograde, everything in its mother is retrograde. Even when we get to the end of the year, guess what happens? Mercury goes retrograde again at the end of December. So it's we can't escape it. At this time, we're getting hammered. But at the same time, again, I feel like there's something that kind of stands on its own. So if this is a person that's coming in for you, if you have your eye on a person, I feel it could be very good for you. For others, I feel what you're doing is the Knight of Cups. So we'll talk about that. You have the Knight of Cups, the Emperor, and the Six of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups is about moving towards your heart. And I've been saying this a lot as well. You can see that she is hugging that heart on this card. Your heart is what your heart tells you to do. So if your heart is telling you to start a business, I would move towards it, and I would move towards it aggressively. Look, you have this, Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands to the Chariot. That is really taking control. The Chariot says where there's a will, there's a way. So it doesn't matter what you want or what you want to create. I would start moving towards it very, very quickly. Again, could be a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you. I kind of feel good about this, really. I shouldn't say weird, because I feel if there's love coming in for you, could be very surprising. I almost feel like you're going to have to control yourself around this person, number one. But I also feel like you're each other's knight in shining armor. So maybe, I'm not saying you're saving each other, but I feel like you just need each other, in a certain way. Not need, but need each other in a good way. Next, you have the Emperor here. Everybody's had the Emperor so far, and, as I've said a million billion times now, I think that there is a lot of control that we're dealing with, in the world and from the government and all this other stuff. It's not going away anytime soon. I feel it's just something that we're having to deal with, and we're also going to be seeing the collapsing of structure as well, as I've been talking about since 2017, since when we had Saturn and Capricorn. To me, that was the very beginning of collapse. And I don't think this has to be a scary thing. I don't think it is going to be scary. I just think we're probably going to see some institutions going away. And, of course, new things will be put in place, but hopefully for a brighter future. Again, for some reason, it's popping into my head that these things could be affecting you on a certain level. Could be good, could be bad. So again, I would just balance your energy here. I also feel you could be attracting your Emperor or your Empress, even though this is only the Emperor. Take it how it resonates. I feel like you could be attracting your divine counterpart. You have the Six of Pentacles as well. Or sorry, Six of Cups. Or Six of Pentacles, I was right. And for some reason I thought that was Cups. But Six of Pentacles, I feel this person really puts the work in. And I feel like they want to plant seeds with you. Again, you could literally be attracting a person where it's power couple vibes. Someone who you build a business with, who you want to work together with, and all those other good things. So I feel really good about this. I feel really good about the Six of Pentacles for you. You have the Five of Swords coming up. So I feel like that Five of Swords is talking about something from the past. I'm not sure if it's you or them. For some of you, I feel you could be attracting a person who, and I'm pretty sure I said this to you in your most recent reading as well. Maybe the 3-month reading or something I said this in. I kind of get this feeling, only for you, that you could be attracting a person with like a little bit of baggage. Is it a bad thing? I would say no, as long as they, I feel like they could be over it, obviously, but maybe they're just not as open as you want them to be at first. But I don't know. We'll look into it. We'll see if they open up. We're clarifying with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, by the way. With the Knight of Cups, you have this Harmony card. Love it. This is the Sun in Libra. What do you know? We're in Libra season, basically. And so what I would say here is I feel like things are balancing out for you here with this energy. I feel there's a lot of happiness coming in for you as well with the with this Harmony card. I feel like this person brings peace into your life. And again, balance, like I said, Libra. And on the Six of Pentacles, normally there's a guy holding the balance, kind of like the Justice card. And so I feel like this person balances you out. It's like you balance each other out. If this is love coming in for you. If it's not love, I feel like you feel like you're doing the right thing. Even if you have love coming into your life, I feel like as far as work, business, career are concerned, even if you're retired, you could be working on personal projects. I kind of feel you feel a sense of just harmony and balance in what you're doing. With the Emperor, you have this publicity card. I definitely feel you could be attracting a person in the public eye or someone who gets a lot of attention with this energy. I feel, look at how that person is only pointing to one star, though. I feel like this person, like, literally will only have eyes for you. This person does not have a wandering eye. For whatever reason, I feel like either you or this person, take it how it resonates, that's coming in for you, has dealt with a person with a wandering eye or something like that. It seems to me like it could be an issue, but at the same time, again, I would say don't let it be an issue. I also feel there could be a lot of publicity for you. There's this thing, this orb, this thing down here. It says Terra on it, like Earth. I feel like you need to bring one of your dreams down to earth. I feel like you need to kind of like see something through to the end again. For some of you, it's like, I'm wondering if you're kickstarting something back up here, Scorpio, like a project. I don't think this is a lot. If you're not going back to the past, I'm telling you right now, but, based off of this reading. But I would say that I feel like you could be kickstarting a project or, kind of, taking another stab at something that you've been working on. With the Six of Pentacles, you have this criticism card. I feel that some of you could be, like, I feel like you need to be careful of this energy with the Six of Pentacles. I kind of feel like someone in this connection, if this is like a new connection, which is weird. It's popping into my head that it might not actually get moving till December as well. But, maybe you start talking to this person. Could be a person who has Virgo in their chart, or maybe you have Virgo in your chart. And what I would say is I would, I'd be careful of the whole criticizing each other thing, make sure that doesn't happen. But I feel like that's what you've both experienced in the past, is criticism. So maybe you were with a person who was very critical, and I kind of feel like you're moving past that energy. I also feel like that could be the one thing that's preventing you from moving forward. Like if you're wanting to kickstart a project again, is you could be fearing criticism from people. I feel, really my best advice to you would be to get over it. Tough love with Chris. As I always say, this is not Kim Kardashian tarot, or this is not Yo Mama tarot, where I'm going to sit here and coddle you and tell you that everything's going to be okay. Of course I think everything is going to be okay, but in this situation, sometimes I think, like, on YouTube, we can fear criticism. I mean, I've been doing this for over 7 years now, and I had a channel before this, right? And so it's like, I still sometimes let it get to me. I try not to. I tell myself not to, but, those are two different things. So I just kind of feel like you have to kind of deal with it. With the I'm jumping too far ahead here. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this exchange gifts card. I feel like you could be attracting a person who's, like, extremely giving. I feel like you're also very giving as well. So not only do I feel, if you're attracting love, that this will take you by surprise at, like, how generous someone is, but I feel like you're kind of surprising them as well. I rarely ever say this, and again, I rarely do love readings, but like I said in the 2022 readings, I felt like the end of the year was gonna be full of love. So take it how it resonates, but I feel like you could be dealing with a person who's very generous as well. You're both kind of generous. I also feel like there could be gifts coming in for you, again, based off the work. Your answer is the Queen of Wands here. You have the Four of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Five of Swords. I feel like the Queen of Wands is saying take the risk, as well as the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is my card of taking a risk. It's my card of, like, needing to take a risk. It's, of course, a card of separation, winning at all costs, blah, blah, blah. But with that and the Chariot and the Queen of Wands, I really feel there's kind of like something that you have to do on your own. And the Queen of Wands normally has a black cat in front of her. And I always say that, in the time of tarot, black cats were considered very unlucky. So the whole point of it is the fact that she doesn't care what people think. And so I feel like you need to not care what people think. Criticism. Some of you I'm getting could have like a mother or a father or a person in your life who you care about, but who criticizes the things that you do. And I kind of feel like you're learning to show them. Like I'm hearing, like I'll show them on this Queen of Wands. And I feel like that's exactly what you should do. I don't think you're coming from a negative place here. Again, I feel like, pretty much all of us have experienced a person like this in our life where it's like we love them. I feel like maybe this person means the best for you, but maybe they're just a little bit critical, or maybe they criticize things that you do. And I kind of feel this Queen of Wands is saying like, okay, feel the fear and do it anyway, right? Feel the worries and the fears of criticism, but do it anyway. You have the Five of Swords. You see this person in the shadow here. Again, if you're getting serious with a person, I would really make sure that they are kind of fulfilled. You see how this guy's heart is empty? Again, I just feel like you could be attracting a person who's like a little bit empty on the inside. Is this a bad thing? I would say no. Like if you look at this card, you can see that his heart is kind of being filled in there with some string, and it's almost the same color as her shirt. So, you could be healing this person, or they could be kind of helping you heal in some way as well. But again, I would say to me, I think with Neptune and Pisces especially, it's super important that we're super, super open with people we get into relationships right now. And again, we can't expect other people to know what we know, right? So if you need to have a conversation with this person, feel something's off, maybe you need to say, hey, what's up? Maybe they'll tell you, I'm getting over something. I'm dealing with this. I just want to take my time. It's like, I think as long as you know that up front, things will go very well here. Obviously, if you try to rush it, things will not go well. So I would take your time. Again, there's no rush. You have the Four Swords. Four Swords literally says blessings are coming in for you. This is a card of rest and relaxation, but normally there's a stained glass window in the top corner, and there's a person who is receiving blessings in that window. So I feel like there are blessings coming in for you, of course, and you have this exchange gifts card, and you have these amazing cards at the end that we're going to talk about. And, I feel there are gifts coming in, but I kind of feel it's saying, like, be patient, at this time. For these gifts to come in. And again, if you're dealing with a person, this person might just need, I feel like they dealt with a lot of drama. This drama card is popping out here. I feel like they don't want to repeat a mistake if it's a person coming in for you. I feel like they've made the same mistake multiple times. And I don't think this person sees you as a mistake clearly, but I feel like they just want to make sure. So I think open, upfront communication would probably be best here. It kind of strikes me as either two people or one person in this connection getting into something a little bit too soon, if that makes sense, after heartbreak. So maybe you just want to take your time. With the Four Swords here, you have the Power card. Love it. I feel you are becoming very powerful with this energy. See the sun and the moon coming together here? It's like I feel you are integrating your energies here. And this is the moon in Scorpio, by the way. So this is your energy, Scorpio. It's like you're truly coming into your true power. With the Queen of Wands, you have this authority card. I feel like you are becoming an authority, is what I would say. I would definitely embrace this energy. I would embrace that Queen of Wands energy. She's very bold, very assertive. I tell everyone that I've been saying it all year. You're all sick and tired of hearing me say it, I'm sure. Fortune favors the bold, especially this year, especially for water and earth, right? And you're clearly a water sign. And you might have earth in your chart. So what I'd say is being, brave, bold, assertive, really going for things is what's going to be your best friend. With that criticism card, I practice embarrassing myself every single day. I try to embarrass myself one time per day, at least, right? One of my favorite people of all time, Sarah Blakely, the Spanx lady, she invented Spanx. That's her rule. She tries to embarrass herself at least one time per day, because it's like when you do that, then you just stop caring. You learn to stop caring what people think. And I feel that would be good for you. Just get you away from this criticism energy. Again, I'm getting like the word mother on that card. So it could be a mother, especially if your mother is an earth sign, like a Virgo, or just could be an earth sign in general. With the Five of Swords, you have the speculation card. So this is Jupiter and Cancer. Exactly like I said, I feel like this person is like, look at these two people up here. It's almost like they look like they could be divine counterparts. They almost look like a king and a queen, but it's like they're not quite there yet. That's what I feel intuitively. And that lady's holding a flower. It's almost like the guy gave her a flower here. I feel, and it's almost like they have this, I think this is called like an alchemy board that's in front of them. I can't remember what it's called, honestly. I really don't know what I'm talking about, Scorpio. But do I ever? No, is the answer. And what I would say here is I feel like someone's like, maybe both people are trying to figure out like what this is. Again, I would just say if you're like interested in a person and you're talking to them, I would get very clear about that. I think this could be very good. And so that's why I'm talking like this, because this could be something that's like super, super good for you. But if you don't have the conversation, then, I don't know where this is going to go. You start in the area of the good stuff. Damn, you have this card, the bread card. It says period of prosperity and abundance. You also have this carrot card. It says opportunity or windfall. Clearly, there could be some sort of windfall or a major opportunity coming in for you with this energy. I would definitely, start planting seeds. I feel like you have the opportunity to get off a hamster wheel. You have the Nine of Swords. But again, this is the good stuff. So it doesn't matter what shows up here. It's going to be positive no matter what. But what I will say is I feel like you have the opportunity to end a round-around situation, something that's been repeating for too long. I'd say if something is getting boring as well, like if you're living somewhere and you want to move or travel, Chariot, I feel like some of you are getting the opportunity to move or travel. I also do feel that meeting a person could be what breaks you out of this. So you could be meeting this person here in this reading. It's weird that they don't show up, by the way. I'm telling you right now, they're showing up as an emperor. I don't think this is an Aries that's coming in for you. It could be. They could have Aries in their chart. They could be like Jupiter in Aries, Venus in Aries. They could have like Sun in Aries. I mean, not Sun, but like Moon in Aries. I don't think they're Sun in Aries. They don't strike me as an Aries in this reading. There just isn't enough of that energy is what I'm getting. But I don't know. Take it how it resonates. And what I would say here is I feel like this person could be helping you break out. You have the Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the Chariot. Again, look at this. You have that criticism card, and you have all these eyeballs on this lady here. So I feel like you feel that you could be being criticized or that you could receive criticism, or it could be hard for you to accept criticism. Take it how it resonates. Like if you're like starting a YouTube channel, for example, or if you're starting a business, or again, maybe you have someone who's harsh in your life. And I feel the good news is that you're ending this. Again, this is the good news. So I feel like you're bringing this situation to an end. I love the Nine of Swords for temporary situations. Outside of regular tarot meetings, I have some clue cards, and sometimes the Nine of Swords is a clue to me for like if you're looking for money, like a side business, a side hustle, just an opportunity to make a quick couple of bucks doing something, right? It's like a good card for temporary work, holiday work, consulting work, contract work, if you happen to do those things. So if you do any of those things, I feel that could be something good that's coming in for you. You have this Seven of Swords here. Seven of Swords can be lying, cheating, stealing. And look, this guy, he has like a tattoo of love on his chest over here. It's really standing out to me. I almost never pay attention to his tattoos in this deck, Tarot of the Mystical Moments. But, I feel like this person really feels beaten up, like in love. They could be a little bit defensive. Look, they have like this tiger that's right under the love right there. They kind of are showing their fangs. So again, I would communicate with this person. I feel like you could meet, funny enough, I feel like you could meet this person at the gym. So I don't know, if you go to the gym or something like that, I feel like you could meet them there as well. He looks pretty, like he's getting buff here. I don't like his mustache though. It's like a weird one. But anyway, what I would say here is that I feel like you could be meeting this person there. I also feel like you could be meeting this person at a distance. There's an anchor on here that's standing out to me as well. So it could be someone long distance. But overall, I feel the Seven of Swords can represent needing to have more fun in your life. Normally, he has polka dots on his cloak. Polka dots in the tarot represent needing to have more fun. It also represents doing things differently as well. He's normally stealing Seven Swords from an army in the background. And I always say it kind of represents doing things differently, not doing things the same way. So again, if you're stuck in any area of your life, just try something else. You also have the Chariot, obviously a good card. I feel there's major victories. I feel some of you could be traveling. And again, I get this breakthrough energy, but it's more the breakthrough that I feel you could be having intuitively is that you're moving or traveling, especially if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired of where you live. Then I feel like this is like some sort of breakthrough, breakout, breakaway. For some of you, it's like one of those things. Maybe you're like trying to get out of your lease and you get out of your lease. All those things are popping into my head. For others, I just feel like maybe you need a vacation. Maybe you just need to travel. And that could be coming in for you with this card. Also interesting that, she has this like snail shell on her head as well. And it kind of reminds me of ending, like, again, I feel like you could be really ending a round and round and round and round and round situation in your life. You're finally breaking a cycle. The interesting thing is that I keep wanting to say two people. So, I mean, take it how it resonates, but this could definitely be a person that's coming in for you. And it's like you're both kind of at the same point. Maybe you're both finally meeting each other's vibration or something like that. With the Seven of Swords, you have this discrimination card. Again, this is about keeping a close eye on the things that you're doing. It's not discrimination like, race or gender discrimination or anything like that. That's not what this card is talking about. It could be, but again, this is showing up in the good stuff. So I'd say that there would be a turnaround in one of those situations if you're dealing with that. But this is about having a discriminating eye, like paying really close attention to the situations that you're dealing with. But I feel like there's a lot of positive change coming in for you with that card. There's butterflies all over it. With the Nine of Swords, you have this versatility card. I feel like you are versatile. I feel like you're like a Swiss Army knife. in life in general. I feel like you have a lot of good ideas, and you need to realize that and not worry about the criticism. This is the sun in Gemini, and Geminis are like have a lot of good ideas. Gemini is really good at seeing both sides of every single thing that they deal with in life, and they can be very good at multitasking. I feel that for you here. Again, I also feel you could be attracting a person like that as well. With the Chariot, you have the adaptability card. I feel like you are attracting someone very adaptable. Again, as far as like who could be coming in for you, it's not immediately clear to me. But what I would say is that I feel like this person is very adaptable. I feel it's like the one thing that will stand out to you just in general. It's like I feel like you could put this person in almost any situation and they'll find a way out. Like there's a person who's tied up here, or it looks like they're tied up. Like in a person standing on top of them. I don't know, maybe some of you like to be tied up, or maybe this person also likes to be tied up, whatever you're into. I'm not here to judge, Scorpio. I know you're a bunch of freaks, so it's fine, right? But whatever you're into, it's fine. Whatever they're into, it's fine. But this person could be like this, or it could be you that's like that as well. Maybe you both like to tie each other up. I don't know what you do at that point. It's like if you're both tied up, how do you move, right? I don't know. I'm not here to judge. You do you. But what I would say is that I feel, for the most part, you can put this person in any situation, and where there's a will, there's a way, right? With the Chariot. So maybe you're freaks together. Maybe you tie each other up. You can't move, but they find a way. Maybe they invent robots that can help you out or something. I don't know. We're going to end it there. Thank you. Next, in the area of your 5 main themes, you have this broken bridge card. It says unsuccessful outcome to a problem. I feel like you've already dealt with this here. And again, I'm getting this revisiting thing here. I feel like you're rebuilding the bridge. Like, let's say you started a project years ago or like a little while ago. I feel you could be kind of trying to rebuild the project or kind of start it back up again. It's almost like I don't know that you're revisiting something it's almost like more just kind of rebuilding it. So I hope that makes sense. It's like you never really stopped, is what I would say. So like maybe you have a YouTube channel and you're like starting. I feel like I said this to you in your last reading as well. I'm getting like the repeat message thing popping into my head here, Scorpio. So I don't know. Maybe I said this to you, but I kind of feel like you're revisiting it here with this card. You have this skull card. It says hidden secrets can harm you. Again, I feel like this person coming in for you, and this is true for you as well. I feel like you're both the same if this is a person. I feel like they dealt with someone who had secrets. Maybe you dealt with someone who had secrets. I would be very upfront and honest with this person. That's the only thing that I think could stop this. We've already talked about it. So again, I would be open, honest, and communicate. You have this tent card. It says temporary situation, 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords represents, like I said, anything temporary. So I feel like there could be like really good temporary opportunities and things like that coming in for you. It's 10-10. By the way, I would show you, but it just turned to 10-11, so that ruins that. But 10-10 could be an important number for you. And what I'd say here is I feel any temporary situations actually would be positive. You have this staff card. It says you will be taken care of in difficult times. Like I said, I kind of feel there's some sort of, I don't want to call it like a karmic rebalancing, or I'm not saying like the universe is making something happen here, but again, I got that feeling of like if you're stuck in a lease, or if you're stuck in a contract or something that you don't want to be stuck in, it's almost as if you're being released from that situation. So I feel like that could be one of the things that sets you free. I also feel like you are just being taken care of in general. I feel like someone just, I really feel that if there's love coming in for you, which clearly this has been all about love, I feel like this person is extremely helpful for you. I feel like, and vice versa, it's like you balance each other out and you're helping each other grow. So could be a really good connection. And finally, you have this lightning card. It says control your anger or you will be sorry. So control your anger. It's kind of funny because I feel like you need to control yourself. Maybe if you're meeting this person, maybe you need to control yourself, right? So maybe you'll just need to control the energy in general. Could be very kind of electric. I kind of feel like this card is a good thing. I want to see what this next card is as well. I have this flag card. It says, don't be tempted to lower your standards. So again, don't lower your standards for sure. But overall, I feel like this is a good thing. So I love this reading. Really good for you. It doesn't matter like what you're doing. I feel there's just a ton of abundance coming in for you. Also, before I forget, I didn't touch on this enough. Again, you have that this right here, this publicity card to this versatility card. I really feel if you have a dream, something you want to accomplish, that it shouldn't matter to you how you accomplish a dream as long as it's legal. Every time I say this, someone's always like, well, what if I have to go steal an atomic bomb to make this happen and all this other stuff like that? Never going to happen, right? Plain and simple. So don't even bring it up. But what I would say here, as long as it's legal, I feel like I shouldn't have to clarify myself here. Then I feel like, do whatever you can. We're going to do 3 yes or no question cards. I didn't even show you. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3 right here. So feel free to pause this reading if you need time to think of your questions. For question number 1, yes. I feel like someone's very frisky here. Could be you, could be them. Like I said, if you two are tying each other up, like I said, then it could be one of those situations, right? I got to keep it PG here on YouTube, but what I would say is, yes, is what I will say here, plain and simple. For question number 2, so there you go. I told you, you had the Emperor. I told you that either your Emperor or your Empress was coming in here. There you go. Definitely a lot of abundance coming in for you here as well. I would be careful of the past I'm getting. It's like she normally has 12 stars in her crown. Actually, in this deck, they made a mistake, and there's 13 stars. There's a little trivia for you here, Scorpio. But in this deck, Radiant Rider Waite, they messed up, and there's an extra star. But she has been through pretty much all the lessons, and I feel like the saying, don't repeat a lesson here, and don't sell yourself short. At the end here for question number 3, I would say yes, definitely time for an adventure. You have so many adventure cards here. It wouldn't surprise me if some of you are traveling or moving or doing things that you actually want to do, so love it. And I would say, you have that Merry Motive card. All 3 of these cards right here represent happiness or following your desire. So if you have very strong desire to like rebuild a project like I was talking about, or to start that side business or whatever, I would get moving here. Now is the time. I keep telling people, we have Neptune and Pisces till 2025. If there was ever a time where you could come up with some crazy ass idea that would just like take the world by storm, that would like take off and be very successful, it's right now. It's going to require work. It's not going to magically happen. You're going to have to do the work to make it happen, of course. But if there was ever a time where it could happen, it would be right now. So take advantage of the energy. This looks really good. I feel like you're very attractive at this time, Scorpio. So, get out there as well if you want love. But clearly, there's someone who wants to tie you up, like I said. So there you go. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.